like to call the meeting to order, please. Roll call. Here. Stand for a minute, moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Monday evening, we were in executive session from 6:30 to approximately 8 p.m. on litigation. This evening, we were in executive session from 6 p.m. to approximately 7 on personnel issues. With that, do I have a motion for the minutes of the previous meeting? Second. Motion and second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Do I have a motion for the treasurer's report, please? Second. Motion and second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Do I have a motion for the payment of general and federal fund bills? Motion and second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Do I have a motion for the payment of the cafeteria fund bills? Motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. This evening we have no public comment for agenda items. Mr. Stash, we're not passing over you. Your item is a non-agenda, so we'll pick you up. Yeah, so is it something pertaining to the agenda? But I mean, it's not an agenda item. Okay, so we'll catch you at the end of the meeting. Okay. Moving to athletics, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Resignation. Request approval to accept the resignation of Marco Thomas, varsity football coach, effective immediately. I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Request approval to accept the resignation of Andrea Ostable, middle school cheerleader, assistant coach, effective June 10th, 2021. I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Request approval of the following supplemental contract for the 21-22 school year, contingent upon receipt of a signed contract no later than 1 month after insurance, including the posting of the contingency, is not met. Head varsity football coach, Bill Maxito. I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
We had an athletic committee meeting was held on Thursday, February 11th at 5:30 and Thursday, February 18th at 5:30. That's all I have. Mr. Monjo? Mr. Lake? Mr. Evans? He's not. That's all we have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Moving for bills and grounds, Mr. Monjo.
Thank you. Item A, request the approval to appoint Calvin Trader in the position of co-director of buildings and grounds at an annual salary of $53,000 and to assign duties and responsibilities of operator of record for the sewage plant and the swimming pool, in which he will submit mandatory certification at the annual supplemental for such duties and responsibilities of $5,000, all effective February 25th, 2021. And I so move.
We have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ronaldo? Yes. Mr. Marshman? Bartray?
Yes.
Mr. Martucci? Mr. Montel?
Yes.
Mr. Panzella?
No.
Mrs. Sangstein? And Mr. O'Malley?
Yes.
Motion adopted.
Item B, request the approval of the following addition to the custodial substitute list for the 2021 school year. Caitlin Kessler, and I so move.
Second.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Item C, request the approval to retain Intertech Professional Services Industries to perform the mandated Asbestos Hazard Emergency Response Act 3-year inspection of district facilities and update the district's asbestos management plan for a fee of $1,190 plus $15 per bulk sample if needed, as proposed, and I so move.
A motion and a second, this is not on the agenda on Monday evening. Anybody have any questions on it? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Item D, request approval of the following event and building use request, subject to adherence of the district's health and safety plan and all applicable state and federal laws and orders, including any mandatory or recommended cancellation, rescheduling, or postponement, and on the condition that requesters provide an event for use specific health and safety plan acceptable to the district. Any rescheduling or postponement shall be at the sole discretion of the district and under such terms and conditions as may be set forth by the district. Elementary band program is requesting to use the senior high school auditorium for a spring concert and rehearsal on Fridays, May the 7th, 14th, and 21st, 2021, 7 a.m. to noon, and the concert, May the 21st, 2021, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I so move.
Motion and a second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have. Mr. Bartray, do you have any?
No.
Thanks.
Nothing, thank you.
That's all we have, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to Carnegie Free Library, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. I have nothing. Mr. Lake?
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Panzella?
Have nothing, thank you.
We have nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Moving to Consular Career Center, Mr. Lake.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Request approval to seek a waiver application from the Pennsylvania Department of Education, PDE, for the National Occupational Competency Testing Institute, NOCTI, test from all technical programs for the 2020-2021 school year. This waiver, if approved by PDE, will be for the administration of all NOCTI exams for the Connersville Area Career and Technical Center, and I so move.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Martucci, you have anything to add?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Montel? Mr. James? That's all we have, Mr. O'Malley, thank you.
Thank you. Moving to curriculum, Mr. Miller.
Request approval of middle school course description for 2021-2022 school year, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Request approval for the senior high school course description for the 2021-2022 school year, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We had a committee meeting that was held on February 11th, 2021 at 6 p.m. Mr. Martray, anything further? Mrs. Sangstein? Dr. Good.
Thank you. Moving to Siler.
I have nothing right now. The only thing I'd like to say is we had a committee meeting today. I'd like to thank Dr. Stern for putting that together. I'd like to thank, we had great participation and a great meeting. And I'd like to thank the committee and everybody that attended. And we'll be soon having another moving forward. We'll be bringing some few items, hopefully, to the board for cyber. That's all I have. Mr. Parsons, do you have anything else?
I have nothing, thank you.
Mr. Ronaldo? Dr. Stern? Mr. Coates? That's all we have, thank you.
Thank you. Moving to federal programs, Mr. Martucci.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Request approval of Tracy Coombs, Federal Programs Coordinator, to attend the 2021 Virtual Pennsylvania Association of Federal Program Coordinators Annual Conference on May 4 and 5, 2021, at a cost of $125 as budgeted. And I so move.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have at this time. Mrs. Langston. Mr. Martre.
Thank you.
And Dr. Coombs. Thank you, Mr. O'Malley.
Thank you. Moving to finance, Mr. Montel.
Thank you. Item A, request the approval to exonerate the real estate taxes for the property located at 328 North Pittsburgh Street, Swanville. Parcels identified as number 05060308. And without questions or without questions, I'd like to know. I so move.
Motion and second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item B, request the approval of the 2021-2022 general operations budget for the IU1 in the amount of $549,522, which includes Hartsville School District's contribution of $36,075.94. I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item C, request the approval of the United Way grant for kindergarten for the 2021 school year in the amount of $17,000. The grant was completed by Canvas Fraud, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Request the approval of the budget transfer, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And request the approval for Marlene Grinnell, Sherry Robson, and Kathy Rupert to participate in the virtual Pennsylvania Association of School Business Officials Annual Conference on March 17th, 19th, 23rd, 25th, at a cost of $200 per person as budgeted, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Grinaldo, do you have anything?
Nothing further,
Mr. Pandela?
Nothing, thank you.
Marlene, do you have anything? That's all we have, sir, thank you.
Thank you. Moving to food service, please.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. We have no agenda items at this time. Mr. Panzella.
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Armstrong.
Nothing, thank you.
And Mrs. Basil. Okay, thank you. That's all, Mr. O'Malley.
Thank you. Personnel review and liaison, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you, Mr. Maddox. Request approval for David Tangredi, guidance counselor, to take 11-day military leave of absence, February 26, 2021 through March 12, 2021. I so move.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request approval for Jamie Hauser, teacher, to take a leave of absence beginning on or about May 17, 2021 for the remainder of the 2020-21 school year. And I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Request approval for Kim Bavaria, teacher, to take an intermittent leave of absence for the remainder of the 2021 school year. And I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item D, unpaid leave of absence, request approval for Robert Swope, hall monitor, to take intermittent unpaid days as needed for the remainder of the 2021 school year. And I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item E, unpaid leave of absence, request approval for Kimberly Lashes to cafeteria to take an unpaid leave of absence for the remainder of the 2021 school year. And I so move.
Motion second. This is a addition on Monday night. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item F, addition to the professional substitute list, request approval of the following addition to the professional substitute list for the 2021 school year. Emergency Tyler Henry. And I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item G, additions to support professional substitute list. Request approval of the following additions to the support professional substitute list for the 2021 school year. Anne Marie Rosenberry, Jeanette Wadsworth, Caitlin Kessler, Amy Sue Rohall, Jessica Tabai, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Retirement, request approval, this is item H, request approval of the retirement of Deborah Patron, Secretary, effective July 7th, 2021, and I so move.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Item I, Human Resource, request approval to change the Human Resource Secretary position title to Human Resources Benefits Specialist and to post the position. And Mr. President, I'd like to table that until next month, but I'd like to refer this back to our committee for further discussion this time.
So you're making a motion to table?
Yes.
Motion and a second to table this item. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have anything to add? Mr. Monticello? Mr. Bradley?
Yes, I just wanted to comment specifically on letter G. You know, we at Cornwall Blair School District were in need of substitutes in both professional and non-professional status. And that number, having 4 in one board motion, has been not seen too often in the last 2.5 years. And it's a direct result of Dan Solomon thinking creatively on how to advertise and communicating with our principals that send out constant Alma emails. So that email went out to all the parents and we had some response. And I'm grateful for the community for responding in such a broad way, having 4 members wanting to join our staff in a substitute manner. It was welcomed and needed, and I know it will help our students. And just being able to creatively think on how to get that word out, paid dividends. I thank Mr. Solomon, I thank the principals, and I thank the community for answering that call. Thank you.
That's all we have, Mr. Madden.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving to policy and legislative, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Revised policy, second reading. Request approval of the following revised policy. 217, graduation. And I so move.
Motion is second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have, Mr. Martucci. Mr. Bernardo. Mr. Bradley.
Just thank the courier for the coverage on our cyber charter reform that they had in the paper, and I encourage everyone to read that. And we thank you for that coverage, and we know that cyber charter reform is something that's much needed in this district, and across the Commonwealth, across all 500 school districts in Pennsylvania. Thank you.
That's all we have, Mr. O'Malley.
Thank you. Moving to safety and security, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you, Mr. Madden. MOU, the Police Department, request approval of memorandum of understanding between the City of Collinsville Police Department and the Collinsville Area School District and the Pennsylvania State Police, Uniontown Barracks, and the Collinsville Area School District as proposed. And I so move.
Motion is second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Committee meetings February 17th to 6 p.m. Mrs. Sexton, do you have anything to
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Martucci? Mr. Barlett?
Thank you. Moving to special education, Mr. Malone.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. Request approval for the service agreement between UPMC Western Side Hospital and Palms Area School District beginning February 1, 2021 through January 31st, 2022, at a cost of $75 per day per student, and I so move.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Request approval for extended school year for COVID compulsory services on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, January 29th through July 29th, 2021, with a preparation day on June 28th, 2021, 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and as follows for students: 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., teachers 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., special education support personnel 7:45 to 12:45. I so move.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We had a committee meeting that was held on February 11th, 2021 at 5 o'clock p.m. Mr. Lake, anything further? Mr. Martucci? Mr. Domingo? That's all we have.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving to student services.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. CTC nursing program, request approval for 12 Palms Area Career and Technical Center practical nursing program students to shadow district nurses on April 23rd, 2021. Students will rotate throughout the district buildings to complete their observations. I so move.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
And for the next motion, reasonable staff, I'd like to table that.
So you're making a motion to table the request for the following musical staff, is that correct?
Yes.
We have a motion to table this next item. Have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Mongelli, you have anything? Mr. Lake?
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Domingo? Thank you. That's all we have, Mr. Knight.
Thank you. Moving to technology, please.
We have nothing at this time. Mr. Harshman, do you have anything?
I have nothing, thank you.
Mr. Mortray? Mr. Goff?
Just a quick update, all of our Chromebooks are here.
Great. Thank you. That's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to transportation, Mr. Lake.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Request approval of the additions to the bus van and driver list for the 2020-2021 school year. Michael Bryson, Rich Colburn, and Darlene Rush for the E.W. Colburn. Gene Bowman, Kathy Casey, Diana Homer, Edward Smith for Kinesco Incorporated. I so move.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
And before I go on to ask anybody else, I have a comment on overdue announcement on transportation. I got several things to say, and it won't take me that long, but I just want to say, and I'm not running for office this time, so I think it's a political speech. I take a lot of heat. People don't believe that I like any teachers. There's been several things put out about me. And not only the teachers, I want to put out from administration on down, for everything that we've been through and everything that's been happening with us through. And I'm going to go from the administrators to the cafeteria workers. I just feel that everybody has been doing such a good job. I have 3 grandchildren at home, and I can honestly say that everything they've been through has been really good lately, and they've been doing a fine job. I'm a big proponent of the board moving back to 5 days a week. I think this board needs a discussion. I want to go back to 5 days a week. I want to go 5 days a week, and if you don't want to come 5 days a week, we have a caller that you can be enlisted in. I want to put out, I'm very skeptical about our shot program. I come up, I come to visit the first time, and I want to thank the bottom of my heart for all the volunteers. All those people that volunteered all their time and all their days, and all the people that vaccinated in the Connellsville schools, and everybody was responsible for setting it up and responsible for doing it. From Mr. Bradley on down, from Highlands Hospital especially, and everybody else. I think they did a great job, and everybody was really, I think, appreciative of what we did and what we're going to continue to do. One more thing I have is contact the board members. I've had some questions, people's been, administration been telling people that get a hold of me, whether they work for us or don't work for us. My number is always open. My number's in the book. It's listed under the school district. You, as an employee, you, as a person who lives in this school district, and even if you don't, have the right to call me. Anytime you feel that you want to call me, you call me and voice your opinion. I might not give you the answer you want, but I will try to give you the answer for you. And I feel that's what I'm here for. So please don't ever think that you shouldn't call me. You have every right to call me, and nobody can take that away from you. That's all I have. Transportation, Mr. Gonzalez, do you have anything?
Thank you, Ken.
Mr. Harshman?
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Evans? He's not here. That's all we have, Mr. O'Malley. Thank you.
Thank you. And as far as my report goes, I was just going to comment also. I was up here the first round of shots. I was going, and it was well organized. It was like an assembly line. You walked in, walked out. We couldn't went off together. I was there with the first bunch of them. So everybody did a great job. Before we move into public comment on agenda items, just a couple of housekeeping rules. We have 3 minutes to speak. When you get to 30 seconds, I will remind you to wrap it up. Also, you may not address or question any individual board members, and you will not be allowed to personally have your comments personally directed to anybody, be abusive or seem irrelevant. If so, we will ask you to step away. So with that, we'll move into the non-agenda items. Mr. Stash, please.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to address the board tonight capacities of our township supervisor. We have been inundated the last couple of weeks at the building in regards to West Crawford School. I addressed the board last year. My capacity is really like the supervisor about issues there at the building with traffic. We spent a little bit of Monday afternoon on Falls Avenue, and we have pictures of where the buses are running in the residence yard. Also, there's a bridge on Falls Avenue. There's actually 2 bridges on Falls Avenue. One the township shares with the city. There's one that the township owns and maintains. It's in very bad shape. And the weight limit on that bridge is 10 tons. From what I understand, the average weight of a school bus is approximately 10 to 11 tons. The residents down on that end of Falls Avenue, Amity Drive, state most of the buses as they leave West Crawford School. They go down Falls Avenue, across that bridge that's in bad shape, which probably will be closing this year if we can find money to replace it. Going out that narrow road, if any of you are familiar with Falls Avenue, and coming up 12201 in a very narrow area. This needs to stop. The weight limit of the buses that bridge cannot hold the weight limit of those buses. We cannot be inundated with folks complaining of the school buses driving through the yards down there. I mean, there's double tracks through their yards when they're going off the road. I don't know what the problem is there, but we need to get that situation addressed. I had asked last year that there be some flashing signs put on West Crawford Avenue, warning of the school. We now have residents on West Crawford Avenue who have put signs in their yard because parents are parking in their yards to wait for the school, for their children to get out of school. Right now, West Crawford Avenue, you can see the no parking sign. The residents have now put up, try to keep their yards from being ripped up because people work. There's not enough room on the berm to get a car off between the street and their yard, so they're just parking right in their yards. I actually am going to put in a request to see the traffic study that was done by the school district when West Crawford was transferred to an elementary school. There has been, the district has been addressed on the stop signs, which have gone from being mounted into a bucket to mounted into a garbage can that somebody drags out to the road to stop the traffic on Falls Avenue. There was an accident on Falls Avenue on Friday evening. State police told the resident that the car crashed into his yard, and those stop signs on Falls Avenue are illegal and should not be there. So I'm tonight again asking the board, transportation committee, to meet with us and try to get something resolved up there. The residents are not happy because they said that the school buses are taking advantage of the situation with Falls Avenue to assess Martin's parking lot to make their trip quicker out of instead of using West Crawford Avenue. So we can get something scheduled. Coincidentally, we share a solicitor between the township and the school district, so something we can set up there. We can provide that study, and we've got to get something done up there because I don't know how there hasn't been an accident yet. We are taking our time on Thursday and Friday. We're going to go there and we're going to assess watch the buses. One resident said he has the list of who comes down through there. They don't stop at the stop sign at the end of and Falls, and they speed. And the parents, he said all hell breaks loose whenever parents come after picking their kids up. They come down Falls Avenue to assist 201.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nash. Yeah. We'll have our superintendent talk to.
Thank you.
Yeah. With the bus, where the bridge issue down there.
You gave me some new information that we
No,
never
it's
heard
just,
before.
it's just there's problem down there, so we've been assessing that. And then, like I said, that accident down there, for all, like, residents had us down there. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I have your number. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
That is all the issues for the public, for all the items for public comment. Mr. Fidel, you have anything? Dr. Cruz, you have anything? No? Select Board Meeting, Superintendent Brandon.
Just a quick comment. I congratulate our whole county and our efforts as a district to move our county into the moderate level of community transmission. And what that means in the application sense for us is the November 24th attestation form that President O'Madic and myself submitted to the state is applicable in the substantial level of community transmission. So that allows the district to do more things because we've proven that we have been safe and the community and county as a whole have been safe. So I congratulate the county, I congratulate our district for all the efforts that they put to move our county into that new moderate level of transmission for the last 2 weeks. And second, to build off of what Mr. Lake and also Mr. O'Madic shared about our 2 community-wide vaccination clinics. And I'll share the exact words from the Director of Pharmacy from Highlands, Matt Messia. He personally wanted to thank Scott Kirsch, Mike Parlak, and our own Wanda Brewer for their efforts in making sure that that ran smoothly, and it really was efficient according to them. I didn't have an opportunity to stop by physically. I was on the phone with, throughout the day on both Saturdays. We look forward to 2 more Saturdays. Those are second-round shots for us. Now, specific to employees, we're making efforts daily. We're contacted by organizations that are willing to, but they just don't have the shots in hand for 1B. Now, as we're aware, Pennsylvania isn't in the 1B yet, but if we have a pharmacy or someone that's willing to do that, just today we had more information from other pharmacies that are willing to come and just target our employees, and we want to do that, and we think that we have a nice contingent of employees that want those shots, and they want access to them, and they haven't been able to qualify as 1A, and we look forward to providing that for our employees. And I thank the board for allowing that clinic as a community service to take place, and there was work involved, and it went off as well as we could expect. And any hiccups that occurred on the first Saturday, boy, they make a lot of strides to change it to that second Saturday, and I thank the board allowing that to happen in the community. Thank you.
Okay, do I have, thank you, Superintendent Bradley. I have a motion to adjourn. Thank you.
Good stuff. Hey, sorry, didn't see it. Good. Guys, you're a little way down here for that entertainment? Oh.